Welcome back to the Marvel Movie Minute, a daily podcast which we smash apart the films of the Marvel Cinematic Universe into 1 minute chunks so we can analyze them in scrupulous detail. I'm Kyle Olson from the Road to Infinity podcast.
Hey, and I'm Rob Cabasco and Kyle.
Yes, sir.
I'm not, I've only shot like a 12 gauge gun, I think, in my life, right? Like I'm 20, maybe it's, I don't know. It's really small. It was a small rifle. It was at a resort somewhere. And I think I was at a company meeting and it was just target practice.
So it went horribly and you had to kill the rest of the people who were with you?
No, it didn't.
Okay. Sorry. I've been watching too many action movies. Sorry.
No. Yeah. Whoa. You got, no, nothing like that happened. But I've always been interested, like, okay, if you're like the people who do the like duck hunting, or anything that's a moving target and you got to follow it. I understand the basic mechanics, the basic physics of that.
Sure. I played some Modern Warfare.
There you go. Right. So did a little bit of research on this and that's called leading the target. Right. So, and there's two main ways to do that. You can do the swing through, or you can do a sustained lead. And the swing through is usually for people who are beginners. You start tracking it with your gun and you just move the gun along with the target and just try to be a little bit faster than the target because you know that once you fire, you got to be a little bit ahead, right? Because there's space and distance and everything else. The person who is in charge of the gun in this minute, which we'll talk about, has not been told any of those things.
We're talking about minute 96 of The Incredible Hulk, directed by Louis Leterrier from 2008.
Can you tell me we're in minute 96 now?
I know, right? It's like we're getting a little punchy here by the get to the end, which is good because this is our most punch-tastic minute so far. I mean, this may be the most action movie minute we've had. I mean, it is just nonstop. Actually makes our job ironically a little difficult because it's kind of without resorting to hits him with the right cross and then a left hook. I mean, it's really hard to sort of dig deep into some of this stuff, but we're professionals and we've done 95 of these plus the bonus episode. So we're pros. We're going to make this happen for you folks. So we're back into the video game level. Because Abomination is still running away from the helicopter that's trying to shoot him down. And then Hulk has finally climbed out of the dumpster. Oh, so he's out of the dumpster. And so he's like, hey, there's a video game level going on and I'm not involved. I don't think so.
Level up.
Then, that's right. Like, I'm going to respawn. So then he goes and climbs the wall. I would say this is probably another homage to Hulk Ultimate Destruction. But how else is the Hulk really going to climb up a wall? Like you're going to just dig in your hands and go for it. But I pity the poor people who have just lost their fire escapes.
Right.
Because he gets them wrapped around himself as he goes through.
Also, their bedroom walls. Because
that's true. The giant green hands suddenly pop through and knock all your stuff off. That's right.
Toes, and you're like, "Whoa, that's
knocking all the pictures off the wall." Yeah, So back on the top of the roof, Operation More Bullets is still in effect, baby. Yeah, just like laying it down. I mean, like the inside that, like they must be up to like their ankles in shells. Like
okay. But also not leading the target at all.
No,
it's completely evident. Like, because the effects here. Look at it, and we'll still even say I really do appreciate the effects job done here because I just like the way the environment looks for now, and I also like the helicopter and I like the characters. And you got these, this is a high caliber weapon being used. You can see the flashes, and the streaking, the tracing of the bullets. He's not leading the target at all. I mean, I don't know if they were trying to make it look like the Abomination is just super fast or this guy was super inept. I don't know.
I think it's the super fast thing because like that seems to be the Abomination's main thing is the running. Like that's pretty much the main power he's shown is ignoring any physical injury and running. Those are the two powers.
This is true.
So, but I think Ross agrees with you. Because what he says to the soldiers firing on him is keep it on him. Like, because you're not hitting him at all.
You're not. You're missing every bullet.
Do you not understand the point of Operation More Bullets, son? And also the fact that, it's New York. Those bullets have to go somewhere.
A lot of collateral damage here.
A lot of collateral damage. I know. And when later on in these movies, when the Hulk says, that he broke Harlem, it wasn't really you. Like, pretty much nothing you've done so far has really caused that much damage. I mean, you were a projectile at one point that went through a busy thing, but I think more people probably died from them shooting many bullets into the apartment building than you actually launching through it.
Well, no, and then we find in the midst of this, we find out once he finally makes it to the roof, the Hulk has maintained one of Bruce's special powers. And that power is being able to catch someone's gaze immediately. Because
maybe it's a gamma power.
He gets on top, he looks up, and immediately you see the helicopter, and Betty like presses her face up against the window, and she's like, there he is. And I'm like, no.
See, it shows that maybe Bruce and the Hulk aren't all that different after all. They share that power.
Not.
Anyway. Yeah, because he pops up, looks around. Okay, Abomination's over there. Chopper's over there. Hi, Betty. Like it's like immediately, like knows of the handful of windows that are on that side. Like, oh look, hey, sup, girl. Let me just get some of this garbage off my shoulders. So now we see something we have not seen, and since the Abomination has shown up, tactics. At last, Abomination actually does something slightly militarily for this. Yeah, strategery here. So he actually is running along and then stops, waits for the helicopter to go by, and then runs out to get it. Whoa, nice! That's some Predator moves right there.
Totally.
So then we get to see him leap in slow-mo. So like, I'm going to get that helicopter. And then the Hulk leaps in slow-mo. So, and Abomination, of course, shorts it. But he's got now he's got a Hulk on his foot. So, what are you going to do? Now, I don't know much about helicopters, them whirlybirds, them flying machines. But I'm thinking if any aircraft gets suddenly, let's say, 1,000 pounds on one side of it, it might become a little unstable.
Well, and it's more than that, because what's the Hulk?
That's what I'm guessing. I was giving a low estimate to saying they're each 500 pounds. Maybe they're 8. I mean, like, at what I say I should. I'm sure somebody's done the physics. At what point do you just crack the ground just by existing?
The Hulk's weight. I literally just in real time. Sure. I can do this.
Okay.
Hulk's weight can weigh up to about 1,400 pounds, is what the estimates are.
Okay.
And that's at the higher.
Hulk has been pretty big, yeah.
So I mean, let's say this is like 3,000.
This is about medium-sized Hulk.
Medium-sized Hulk. Okay, so it's still a ton. I mean, it's a lot of
not a literal ton, but you're getting close to it.
But you're getting close, and we talked about this off mic. Like, there's some physics here that are not being shown totally.
Yeah, right. but for action, I guess we kind of go okay. But yeah, 2 giant, heavy things hanging off of a helicopter, and the helicopter seems fine. So maybe it should be Delta 5 because that helicopter he's almost good enough to get into Delta 4.
Oh boy.
He's a good pilot. So Hulk begins to climb Abomination. And so we get to see something actually pretty brutal. We get to see the Hulk reach up, grab Abomination's spine, and give it a twist. And they got this cracking, bone sound as he gives it a little.
You can see one of the spikes go sideways, like literally as if he's breaking it. It's
sort of the Hulk version of a purple nurple.
Yeah.
I could, and believe me, I sat for a while and tried to find another turn of phrase that was,
and that was
version of purple.
And there wasn't.
I couldn't find the.
Boy.
So then it's helicopter, Abomination, Hulk in that order from top to bottom, like the barrel of monkeys all catch on to each other.
Oh, right.
And so they're brawling in the sky, and then Hulk catches an elbow, right to the face, and it's
a big elbow. It's like
it's a big elbow. That's right. So then
Chris Jericho there, right?
Starts to fall in slow mo, but grabs the foot of the Abomination right again. So they're back essentially where they were before. So all down the line, and then finally, this is where we actually get the helicopter starting to lose its control. Is that they bang into a water tower, and then that starts the weight sort of like counter spinning against the blades of the top, and then the whole thing starts going pinwheeling around and around and around. And so we have the pilot yells out, "I got to put it down!" And this is Grant Nichols. I was able to find out who the pilot was.
Oh, nice.
He is a hardworking Canadian actor with 47 credits on IMDb, still out there working today. I actually was able to find him, so I'm glad I could give him his shout out here, as he only had the one line in the movie. So then Ross, still trying to maintain command, says, "Hang on!" He goes by really, really fast. I think maybe only maybe 5 frames. But if you see, Betty is crying. It's really fast, but she's just sitting there like, okay, so this is how I die.
Yeah, this is it.
This is like Mom always told me, one day you're gonna die with 2 giant green men hanging from the bottom of the aircraft you're in.
After
I should have listened. I should have listened.
Well, and plus at the end of the day, it's my dad's fault.
Right.
Boo.
Oh, Dad. That's like
boo.
Yeah. I hope he just knows that I was right. I won the last argument. So as they're finding this guy, we see them smash through a Williams Plumbing sign. Do you know why there's a Williams Plumbing sign?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. It was very specific.
It is very specific. It actually is an homage to Kurt Williams, who was the visual effects supervisor on The Incredible Hulk.
Oh.
So they put a little parody of him up there, that sort of Mario-esque guy up there. So that's why it's Williams Plumbing.
There isn't a Williams Plumbing since 1964 in actually Harlem? No?
Perhaps, but this is what they're...
Did not see that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they mentioned it in the commentary, so I didn't even do any research to find out if there was there.
No, I did. That's
legitimately where it came from.
I did a whole, because you would think, okay, New York City, maybe there is a Williams Plumbing. No,
sure.
Not like this. It wasn't. There was nothing like this. However, it is really funny. I tried to find out what the story is with the character, because that's a very interesting caricature, right? And I thought, well, is that connected to somebody? I couldn't find it. If that's out there, that's still yet to be found. Yeah. But that has taken on its own little thing. Like, you could find, there was a while there were people making T-shirts with that guy on it and the Williams.
I love when fans do that. One of my favorite T-shirts cool. I have an El Sleazo Cafe from the Muppet movie.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah. Last Exit to Nowhere, actually, for our friends in the UK, Last Exit to Nowhere has an awesome shop where that's all they do is just make stuff from movies like from Big Trouble in Little China or Alien, like the Wayland Yutani stuff. I mean, they're the masters of that. I only wish that they were easier to import over here, because they're super expensive by the time they get over to this side of the pond. So,
do you know? I think I have a you're gonna laugh. I think I have a McCoppin Scrapyard shirt.
Nice.
Which is for the Iron Giant fans out there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love that stuff. It's one of those things where it's almost like the secret handshake, where if you know, you know.
Because you would see and know, you'd have to know what that is, and then that's right.
Yeah. So inside the helicopter, it's all topsy-turvy. Apparently, this is this spinning around is an homage to Wizard of Oz. Like, this mentioned in the commentary, and he's like, "Oh, this is one of several homages to Wizard of Oz." And I was like, "Oh, like we've done 96 episodes in here," and I'm like, I never got any Wizard of Oz references at all. So it's like, either like we totally biffed it, or you were very subtle, sir.
What?
Yeah, they were talking about, like, Louis Leterrier was saying like, "Oh yeah, I wanted this to be one of many Wizard of Oz references in this movie and stuff too." And so, like, how that crashes down, like, they're spinning around and they crash down on the ground and have to climb out, like, kind of like Dorothy's house. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, I see that, but one of several. So, like, Rob, I hate to break this to you, but I think we got to start again.
You cursed rat! I'm melting! Oh,
we were. Good Lord, no, wait, but I'm even trying to wrap my arms around this one. Just no,
because it's this one. And he talked about it in 97 when they crashed down. Spoiler alert: the helicopters are gonna crash. It starts here, so it starts with the spinning, as like Dorothy's house was spinning, and then they crash down, and then having to pull themselves out of the wreckage.
But the Hulk is the Wicked Witch.
That's what I'm like. Who is Dorothy? Like, where's
Toto?
Right?
Why? What?
Right? I don't know. I've added it to my list of questions that when I talk to Louis Leterrier, when he finds out about this, that's one of those I want to ask him. Like, can you take us through the Wizard of Oz thing? Because I didn't pick up on it.
That's funny.
So after they are spinning, and they bang out for a couple of buildings, then Hulk finally loses his grip and goes a-flying. We don't see where at the end of this minute. And so the chopper's going down. So it starts to crash, apparently in Gotham.
You stole the cold open for minute 97. Hold that.
No, I previewed the cold open from.
You previewed. No, that's good. You did.
You just see it for a second, but that's what it looked like to me. So I expect some Danny Elfman score at any moment.
But okay. We just explained this, and it is a.
This is where we're going to be spending the next couple of minutes, so we won't spend a lot of time here because we're gonna talk about it in future ones. But like, it's like all of a sudden, oh, okay, that's
make yourselves comfortable, right?
Yeah. But
okay, no, and again, and this is it. That's the end of the minute. Like,
that's it. That's how it is. It's like the helicopter's coming down.
It's coming down. Yeah. But what is so and it was so funny the way this minute played out because look, everything we've seen so far, like I've said, I think it's a really nicely rendered action sequence.
Yeah, and I say of this minute, I would say probably 50 seconds of it is all rendered.
Yes. Oh, of course.
The footage is like
a few shots inside the helicopter. Right. Everything else is rendered.
Yeah.
But I was saying to myself, does it look a little fake? Well, yes. Does it look a little miniaturized? Yes, in parts.
Sure.
But then this last second, when you see this hollowed out, I don't even know what this is. I just kind of went, huh? Whose train layout is this?
You're right.
Like it so doesn't fit anything we've seen.
And you're right about the miniature part. Like they're giants, but like the way they're shooting this, they are just looking like people.
Yeah, we have a lot more to say. There will be much more to say in the next minute
as we get in closer.
So you can't wait to hear that. But
that's right. Yeah. So in 97, when the chopper crashes down, and we'll find out where they are, what's going on, and more pugilism will be happening. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, if you want to follow what we're doing, if you want to see what's up with the next reel, what we're talking about, you can do so on all the social media platforms that we can get access to. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We're on LinkedIn. I don't know. Jeez, I don't know.
We're not on LinkedIn. What happened to you?
I don't know. It just almost started over from the beginning.
No. We only have so much tape. Keep rolling.
We're on TikTok. We're on Cameo.
We're on Quibi or Quibi.
That's right. We have our new streaming show on Quibi. Oh, actually, we just got canceled.
Yeah,
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you hear this, we just got canceled.
You know the basics. You got to follow us on Twitter because Twitter, there's
we're on Netscape.
Promo art. Did you say Netscape?
I did say Netscape.
Mozilla.
We're on Reddit. Are we on Reddit? We should be on Reddit.
No, Discord. That's what you'll hear the promos. We're on the internet.
Some of the social networks.
Here's what you got to do. You got to look for The Next Reel, or you got to look for Marvel Movie Minute, and they all just come together, and it's all just a wonderful set of content that is on the internet for your enjoyment, for your perusal, and for your engagement. That's it.
Find us on MySpace. No, actually, I don't think you could find us on MySpace.
No. Justin Timberlake, that all died out a long time ago. Don't worry about that.
But this time might have been on 2008. Did the Hulk have a link?
Oh, what a nice little...
the Hulk have a MySpace page? That is the big question we need to answer. And maybe we'll talk about it in 97. No, we won't. Thank you all for listening. God, sometimes I wonder why you do, but I love you for doing it. Hope you had a smashing good time. Until next time, true believers.
Thank you, and bye.